Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1783rd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. Good evening, traders. This 1783rd edition of these educational videos coming at you on Wednesday night for trading Thursday, May 31st, 2018. Traders, as you know, and if you don't, futures trading is extremely risky, as is stock trading and any other type of trading that you can name. They're all risky. Futures trading is what we're talking about here, and stock trading. Those are very risky. You must have risk capital to lose. You must know to put your stops in. You must know that the money that you put in your trading account can evaporate like that. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I put out trades last night. And I gave you a video last night, and in that video, I said the market was going down, ES and NASDAQ. Wrong. I get the dunce cap. I was absolutely incorrect. In fact, S&P and NASDAQ went straight up and stopped us out. If you ask me, the only thing that worked in last night's video was the play button. That was it. The rest of it was garbage. My apologies there, kids. That's not 100% true. In fact, Sherwin-Williams worked out really well, but barring Sherwin-Williams' call, everything in last night's video just did not work out. The dollar index had a down day, not that that's got anything to do with my bad calls, and it seemed to have wreaked havoc on the analysis that we put forth. However, we know this, Omni is a fantastic counterpuncher. Do not hesitate when the flash out updates come out tonight. Make sure you put the trades on immediately. Again, I will repeat, Omni is known to be a very good counterpuncher. So forget about what happened on Wednesday. Forget about wearing a dunce cap. Let's move forward going on with May 31st on Thursday. Green Omni, E-mini S&P, NASDAQ, Russell. Traders, instead of boring you with that same daily chart I've been showing you in so many videos, I thought we'd step this out to slightly longer term and I would show you the weekly. What's interesting about this weekly is there is no way, shape, or form that you should call this bearish overall, long term, right? Very strong market here. Certainly having volatility, but still trying to move higher. And if you ask me, we're looking at a weekly bull flag. And if that's the case, bull flags tend to take some time to work themselves out on a weekly especially. Now remember, on this weekly, every one of these bars represents a full 5 days of trading. 5 days of trading, one green bar. 5 days of trading, one green bar. So you've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 days of trading alone building in this flag. So if in fact this turns out to be a flag, it'll take some time, but when it goes, it should take us back to the top of this channel. So longer term, don't worry about it. The NASDAQ's in great shape, so is the S&P and the Russell. Short term, green Omni for trading on Thursday, 5/31/18. Come down to livewithoscar.com. Join me in my live trading room, and we'll see about sharing some of these trades with you. E-mini S&P, NASDAQ, Russell. Let's move along to another chart. I think you'll find this one interesting. Crude oil traders, get your crude oil and buy it while you can. What do I mean by that? For day trading, this is a very interesting juncture that we are at this moment in time. Why is it interesting? Forget about these circles for a moment. Look at how well this trend line holds this market. Add that to this average, this Omni average that just the market screams off of whenever it hits it. And add that to, look at these arrows, which indicate every time we bounce off this line, a fat rally ensues. Bounce off the line and average, fat rally ensues. Bounce off the line and average, fat rally should ensue. That's why there's a question mark there. Should, because we never bet the farm on any one day's analysis, but this looks good for a day trade. We will be buying dips at livewithoscar.com in your crude oil. Buying dips, very interesting juncture, and now you see why I left these three circles, if you will, oblong, but somewhat circles, out on this chart to indicate just how interesting this is. So that's crude oil. We like that. You looked at the NASDAQ. I will tell you that we have a neutral in gold, so we're taking a one-day breather in gold. And then this is about the only thing that worked out for us in last night's video. Everything else was complete garbage, and that was Sherwin-Williams, SHW. Now, I told you that bouncing off this average, the only time it got through was this one time here. Barring that, you cannot get past this average. It almost always gives the market trouble. And I said, no matter where the market's going to go itself, Sherwin-Williams looks like it will retreat from this average. This was the bar in last night's video. I'm going to add today's bar, being Wednesday's bar, in. And look at that. We did retreat just like we thought we would. Completely retreated away from that average. So that's interesting, right? Maybe there's more coming now in SHW, but that day trade, or at least that position, if you took it, absolutely did work, running away from that average, which is basically the exact opposite that we're looking at on this chart. We are bouncing off an average that works just like that one does. So these averages do work. This analysis does all come together. It is very interesting. And make sure you come join me at livewithoscar.com. Remember, keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do is do not hesitate. When my flash updates come out, Omni is a great counterpuncher. Get in when the flash update comes out. That tells you to get in. The other thing you can do is say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Thank the Lord we had them in on Wednesday. Emotions are out, rock and roll traders. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.